Hi guys, my name is Valerie and this is a channel about America. Today, first of all, I want to let you know that I'm recording this video at my campus of my college where I was studying 1 year ago. This is a Highland College in Seattle and I don't know, I'm just super excited being here. And today my video is dedicated to education in colleges in America. I want to share with you some things about American education system which are totally different from educational system in my country, for example. So if that's something you're interested in, keep on watching. So a quick reminder for someone who may not know, I am from Ukraine, which is a country in Europe. Education system in my country is like totally different than education system here in the United States. First thing which really surprised me when I came here and I started taking my classes is that except for the classes which I have to take, which were included to my program, I can also take any additional classes. While you have money, you can take as many classes as you want. In my country, for example, when I started my sociology program, I had to take only those classes which were included in that sociology program, and I could not take any, I don't know, like physical class or whatever. Here, I was studying at online marketing and social media program, but I also could take, I don't know, yoga class or any other class which I wanted. So if you're coming here and you're taking, I don't know, project management program here, you can also take any additional classes you'd like, even if they're not included in your program. Of course, you would have to pay for them. Nothing is free here. But anyway, I think that that's a great opportunity for someone who want to study like, I don't know, web design, but really want to take that yoga class. Another thing which surprised me here is the fact that you can take some classes online or face-to-face. So you kind of have an option here. In my country, it was completely different. I had to take either classes online only or face-to-face only. Here, the same class can be offered online or face-to-face. And for example, you have to take your web design class, but you got late with picking classes for your schedule. Find out that web design face-to-face class is full now, but you can find that there are some spots available in online class. I personally think that that's a great idea to have classes offered both online and face-to-face, because in this way students have an opportunity to manage their schedule better. Another thing which I heard about before I moved here, but I never actually paid too much attention to that, is the fact that here you build your own schedule. In my country, my institution decided for me which classes I had to take each quarter, so I kind of had no responsibilities there. Here, you are responsible for your own schedule, and as an international student, you have to make sure that every quarter you attend at least 12 credits, which usually like 3 classes, and you have to build your schedule correctly to make sure that you follow the classes from your program. You take in all classes you need to complete your program, and that each quarter you take in at least 3 classes in my case, because in my institution each class was about 5 credits, and to get those at least 12 credits per quarter I had to take 3 classes. That's where it gets tricky. Here all classes are scheduled at different times. So for example, your web design class can be like at 1 p.m, your accounting class can be at 9 a.m, and your English class can be like at 3 p.m, right? You do not want to waste, I don't know, a lot of hours just to wait in between classes, right? You wanted to come here in the morning, take your classes from 9 a.m. to like 12 p.m. and be done, yeah, and go do your stuff. So that's why you have to keep track on classes. You have to think about your schedule in advance and plan which classes you're going to take each following quarter. And another problem which you may face here is that some classes are not offered each quarter. So, for example, in my program, I had a WordPress class which was offered just once a year. It was winter. If I miss the first winter quarter and I don't take that WordPress class, I have to take it next winter quarter for sure, and I have to wait until the next winter to take that class. That's where I got in a little trouble last time when I was studying here. I actually missed this class 2 times, and I had to take this online and self-learning class which was kind of a little bit of mess, but I do not want to worry you about that. I just want to inform you that some classes are offered just once a year, or maybe like every other quarter. So it's in your interest to go and talk to your advisor, your program advisor, and to make sure that you know when each class is offered. I would even write down like the list of all classes you have to take and write down the quarters when they offered, so you can see a bigger picture, and you can schedule your future quarters in advance. Another thing which I was shocked about is that some tests, your exams, you can take online at your place, sitting at home on your couch with computer open and internet access and books. Because in my country, all tests, they were taken only in class, and the teacher would just walk in behind our backs, like watching us like crazy. And here you have an opportunity to take your test online at home. So that actually makes everything easier sometimes. It doesn't work with all classes. Some teachers, they're like super strict, the old school, they do go behind your back and watch you, making sure you're not cheating. But some are easy and they let you do and take your test at home. So yeah, that's a good thing, I guess. Another thing which I have no idea about before I came here is Canvas. Canvas is an online platform where you have all your homework, where you have all your assignments, where you have all your class schedule, where you have, everything. I've never seen nothing like that in my country. At the end of each class, the teacher used to tell us what we have to do to prepare for next class. That's it. We didn't have any online platform. Never. And here I come to class. I remember my first week, that was so funny. So I come to class, teacher tell us something, and I'm like, okay, no homework, okay, that's fine, go home. And I'm coming back next week to the same class, and he's like, okay, I hope everyone submitted their homework. I'm like, what? There was no homework? And I just totally forgot that there was that online platform where he put a homework without telling us about that in a class. So here, teachers, they do not tell you your homework, they do not assign the homework to you in person, they just write it down online on that platform. So you have to check that platform like regularly. Every time after you finish your class, go and check it, and next day check it again, because sometimes some important message might pop up there. For example, the class is cancelled, I'm sorry guys, I'm sick, I'm not coming today, so you guys stay home. That's what they also send us on Canvas. You also take your tests for some classes on Canvas. Also just keep in mind that not all educational platforms will be called Canvas here. They might have different names and there might be different platforms, but the one which Highline College used was called Canvas. You take your tests there, you get your grades there. Teacher never tell you your grade in person. He or she never tells it in front of other students. You receive your grades in Canvas too. So yeah, that's something I had to get used to here, because I've never used that platform before. And another thing which was new for me here is the fact that if you fail your class, you have to take it again. So if you fail your class, you did not get enough points for your grade, you're gonna have to take it again in order to complete your program. And to take it again, you have to pay for it again in full. In my college, each class cost me $1,200. So if I fail one, I have to pay another $1,200, which is not a good deal. That's why you guys make sure you study well, you do your homework, you complete tests, and you get good scores, so you do not fail, you do not have to overpay. Yeah, so those were the things which I found interesting in American education system. If you like the video, go ahead and click the like button. If you guys know something else which you want to share about what you found interesting in studying in America, please go ahead and write it in comments. In future videos, I want to share some more details which also surprised me in American educational system, so do not forget to subscribe to not to miss those. And as always, I wish you have a good day or a good night. Bye.